G'day, it's Nigel here, and today we're going to be talking about Ed Sheeran's song Perfect. Now, I've had so many requests from you guys asking for a lesson for this song. You probably saw my YouTube video where I was playing through it, and it is a lovely melody, so I'm really excited to be showing you how to play it in today's lesson. Now, we're going to be learning it on tenor saxophone in the original Ed Sheeran key. There's 3 sections in this tune, so I'm going to look at the first 2 sections in this lesson. The next lesson we'll look at the second lesson and the geography and all the other bits and bobs that we need to know. So there's a couple of tricky things about this tune. Mostly it's got to do with the rhythm. So we're going to talk about that first, and once we get our head around that, I think it'll make learning pretty quick. So we'll move through this melody pretty quickly. If you're already comfortable with reading music, then you could still follow along. I think it'll help you to learn those rhythms more securely. But even if you don't read music, you could follow along with me in this lesson because we are going to learn the notes note by note. So let's start by having a look at what's going on in the music. By the way, you'll notice I'm using a Yamaha 82 Custom Z Tenor today, not my usual Black Dave Guadala, because I'm testing this saxophone at the moment. So let me know in a comment if you like the sound of it. I like the sound of it so far. Okay, so a couple of things we need to know about this piece of music. First of all, what key is it in? Well, it's in the key of B flat major. So for us, that means that we're going to see B flats, which I'm going to play with my first finger on the B key and the B flat key. And we're also going to see E flats, okay? So 6 fingers and a little finger down there, all the way through the piece of music. You could learn the B flat major scale to help you when you're practicing this piece of music. So the B flat major scale is the one you want to work on. Okay, the other really interesting thing about this is the time signature. So you can see here it says 12/8, and that means it's a compound, what we call a compound time signature. And all that compound time signatures mean is that there's groupings in the way we count it. I'll explain what I mean. So 12/8 means there's 12 eighth notes in a bar. So in England, that means there's 12 quavers or half count notes. There's 12 half count notes or 12 quavers or 12 eighth notes in every bar. Now the good thing is you don't have to count to 12 because those 12 notes are grouped into 4 groups of 3. See, we're doing maths already today. So really what we've got is 4 pulses in the bar, and each pulse has got 3 subdivisions or half count notes. So we count it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you could have your metronome set to 4 beats, or you could set it to 12, but 4 generally works more easily. And if we look at our music, you're going to see these subdivisions happening all the time. So for example, we're going to see these sorts of groupings. We've got 3 half count notes, 3 quavers, 3 eighth notes there. And that's actually 1 pulse. So here we've got first beat, second beat, third beat. You notice it's a dotted quarter note rest or a dotted crotchet rest because it's 1.5 beats or 3 of these to each pulse. So that's a pulse. And this is the last pulse, 4th pulse. If you look at this bar, check it out. That's the first beat. It's 1.5 beats long. That's the second pulse. That's the third one. Oh, and this is the 4th one. Now here we've got 2 half count notes there, and then the last half count note has been divided into 2 sixteenths or semiquavers. So if we were going to count it out, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 divided into 2. Next bar is the same: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're going to see those sorts of groupings. We're going to see these sorts of groupings. We're going to see these sorts of groupings. And we might even see this sort of grouping, right? So check this out. That's 1. The 2, or the second quaver or eighth note, is divided into 2 sixteenths or semiquavers. And that's the third one. So 1, 2, and 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? That's a bit like the one that we just saw. So we've got quite a few different variations in there. I don't want you to get too caught up on this. You know, I'm just pointing this out so that you can be aware of the way the music looks, because it does look different, and I don't want you to be freaking out about this or panicking about it, because it's not really complicated if we break it down into its quavers or eighth note subdivisions. You with me? Okay? All right. Let's do the fun part and start playing some stuff. Now, to get us kicked off, I'm actually going to play through the first phrase so you know what it sounds like. And then we'll go through and we'll learn it note by note, okay? So let's have a listen to this very first phrase. Sounds like this. 2, 3. Okay, all right, pretty straightforward, and you recognize that from the song, right? So let's have a look at the notes that's going on in here. The first one's easy enough. We've got those first 3 notes, F, G, and then B flat. Remember, I've got my B finger down there. F, G, B, B flat, rest, rest. And then here we've got D, C, B flat, D. So remember, every D, I've got my octave key on at the back, okay? Every D. And everything above D, I have an octave key on for. And then we've got a rest, rest. And then here, we go B flat, C, D. And then E flat, little finger down, E flat, D, C, B flat. E flat, D, C, B flat. E flat, D, C, B flat. And the B flat there goes from this one, this beat, into all of the second beat as well. So it's E flat, D, C, B flat, B flat. And then we finish off here by going F, B flat, C, D, and then D, E flat, D, C, D, E flat, D, C. So let's not play yet. Let's just do our fingers, but with the metronome on, okay? In fact, I'm going to slow this down just a little bit. So bring it back down to about here. And let's just get our fingers right. So have a listen. 2, 3, here we go. F, G, B flat, rest, rest. D, C, B flat, D, rest, rest. B flat, C, D, E flat, D, C, B flat, rest. F, B flat, C, D, D, E flat, D, C. Okay? All right, let's try playing that. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Cool, nice one. I'm just going to speed that up just a little bit more and see if we can try it one more time and get it closer to speed. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3. All right, cool. So that's still a little bit slower than the speed that we do it with the backing track, but it's a great tempo to learn it at. So let's listen to the second half of this section. So I'll play it for you first. So we're going to start from here. It sounds like this. Okay, so there's a couple of little interesting things in there, but not too tricky. So we start there with D, C, B flat, D, and then we've got rest, rest. And this bit here, we go F, D, F. This F is held over onto this F here, but then this bit here is interesting, right? So here we go F, D, C, B flat, and the B flat carries on. So if you put it together, it's rest. Okay, so let's go from there down to there. Okay, and then going on from there, we've got B flat, C, D, and then we've got a D going up to an E flat. So this D to E flat grace note there, we tongue the D again and we slur to the E flat. So it sounds like this. We hold the E flat, then we go D, C, and then another grace note here, the C to the B flat. We go to C, up to D, back to C, and then back to B flat. And then we finish off by going F, C. So let's do the fingers again in time. We're going to pick it up from there at bar 5. So let's start counting here and do our fingers from here. So it's 1, 2, 3, D, C, B flat, D, rest, rest, F, D, F, D, C, B flat, rest, B flat, C, D, D, E flat, that's that grace note, D, C, sneaky D down to B flat, F, C. Right, let's try playing that. This grace note is a tricky part. If you're struggling with those grace notes, I would just leave them out entirely and just focus on the main big notes. Okay, so let's pick it up from here. But I'm going to start the metronome from here. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Rest, rest. Rest. Okay, cool. So those are the notes in that first section. Let's move on quickly and look at the second section and see what happens in there. I'll start by playing it through for you actually. So I'm going to pick it up from this D here and play through this first phrase. Have a listen. Okay, so a lot of repeated rhythms through here. Let's just quickly look at the notes. So the first bit's easy. We're going D, 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 C, B flat, and then into bar 10, D, D, C, D, C, B flat, D, C, B flat. And same rhythm in bar 11, D, D, C, D, C, B flat, C, D, and then bar 12 is pretty easy as well. E flat, D, C, B flat, F up to our D, D, E flat, D, C. Let's try doing those fingers but in time with the metronome from there. What I really want you to think about is which notes land right on the beat, okay? So for example, this D's on the beat, this D's on the beat, and this D here is on the beat. So I really want you to think about that one, this one, and this one as being right locked in with our beat. It'll help you to make the phrases more accurate. So let's just listen to the beat and not play, but do our fingers and see if we can get it all moving in time. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. D, 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 C, B flat, D, D, C, D, C, B flat, D, C, B flat, D, D, C, D, C, B flat, C, D, E flat, D, C, B flat, F, D, E flat, D, C. Okay. Actually, when you think about the beat, it does make it a bit easier, I think. Let's try doing the same thing but playing now. Here we go. 1, 2. Okay, cool. You can really feel the melody in there, I think. The next part is very similar. I'm going to play it for you actually. So if we go from da dee dee da, so pickup is almost the same. From here, have a listen to it. Okay, so did you spot the notes that were different? So if we start from bar 13, D, C, B flat, D. This bar is exactly, oops, what am I doing there? This bar is exactly the same, bar 14. D, D, C, D, C, B flat, D, C, B flat. Bar 15, the only difference is this note. We go up to high G instead of a D, high G. And then bar 16 is the same. Da, boo doo da, doo da. And then we've got this little pickup at the end here. D, F, D, C, B flat. So let's just do that phrase. So it's 1, 2, and right on beat 3 we go D, F, D, C, B flat. Let's go straight into playing that bar from there. Here we go. Okay, cool. Awesome. So those are all the notes for the first and second sections of this song. So I just think it's a good idea to spend a few minutes working through that with your metronome, making sure that it's really, really accurate. Think about those notes that land on the beat. And then when you're ready, try playing that first section along with the backing track as well. It's a little bit faster, but just try and lock it in and see if you can get it really confident. And when you're ready, I'll catch you on the next lesson where we talk about the rest of the tune, the geography, and the little changes that happen at the end. Well done for making it through this lesson. I'll catch you on the next one.